Good.
Nick, how did the scrimmage go?
Scrimmage went really well. There are a lot of things very positive on both sides. Obviously some stuff we need to clean up, but it was really encouraging and we'll build off of it.
What was the encouraging parts in your opinion?
A lot of effort. I thought specifically our running backs played really, really well. Just a lot of physicality from both sides, and I think that was really the thing that coaches were wanting to see, so it was nice to show that to them, and obviously we still need to improve on it, so we will.
What did that running back picture look like to you?
They're just hitting gaps really hard downhill, which is something that they've been improving on throughout the spring, and just playing really hard, which is obviously encouraging going into the season.
Nick, you're one of the leaders in that defensive room, a bunch of you other guys. So obviously you wanted to create a culture when those transfers like Tommy and Stefan and O'Shawn came in. What kind of culture did you want to create when they came in, and how do you feel like they responded to that and even added to it?
Yeah, just a culture of accountability and doing your job, showing up, doing what you're supposed to do, being where you're supposed to be, and all those transfers have done a really good job, not only implementing to the culture but to the team as well. I think as a team we're all really close with them, which helps a lot, which means, you know, I can hold Tommy accountable because he knows, you know, we're brothers and we have each other's best interests in mind, and he can do the same for me. So I think that's where it's really grown.
What's maybe a positive when a guy that's maybe 21 or 22 comes in versus a brand new freshman?
Yeah, I mean, I feel guy's 21, he's definitely played some college ball, he's got some experience, he's matured physically and mentally, so you don't really have to, they don't really have freshman tendencies, you know, when they come here they're grown men, and they all can adapt and jump really well and work hard.
Nick, I know you and Luke were complimentary last year of what Damian Daniels sort of did in front of you. What are you seeing at that interior spot, you know, working behind those guys? Right?
Yeah, I mean, our D-line's done a really great job in spring in this camp, and they're continuing to get a lot better, but I mean, guys like Nash have really stepped up their game a lot, so we're looking for big things out of that group this year, just like last year.
Kind of what Sam was asking, with O'Shawn in particular, you know, he's a guy, there's a lot of hype about him, and he has a resume. How have you seen him just personally fit in, and what have you noticed out of him?
Yeah, I mean, he's as humble and as hardworking of a guy as you could find. So you say there's all this hype, but you'd never know that just talking to him, because he's such a, you know, high character young man and really hardworking. So he's fit into the defense, into the team really well because of those qualities.
Chins was saying that there was a lot of linebacker rotation on Saturday, and Rube said last week that that's something he wants to make sure that you'll do this season. Do you like that? How is that working for you?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of guys that can play some really good ball. Guys like Va's really taken that next step and really developed his game. Ernie as well has, you know, I mean, he's a freshman, but he's just continued to grow throughout the spring and now. So we obviously have guys like Snods, who's, you know, a super smart football player and just gets better at everything he does every day. So the young guys are coming on great. So we're going to have a lot of guys that can play. So I think that's always good to keep us fresh and keep a good rotation.
What were some encouraging things you saw from the defense in the scrimmage?
Yeah, a lot of running the ball. We had some turnovers, which is something we've been kind of stressing we need to improve. Didn't get enough turnovers last year, and, you know, turnovers can win games. I thought we rushed the quarterback really well, and tackling, of course, needs improving, but there were some really nice tackling moments as well.
Commander talked about Colton Feast and the progress he's made. What have you seen from him up front?
Yeah, I mean, Feast has always been one of those guys that could have played, but he's had some, you know, injuries. So now that he's healthy, I mean, he's just been a beast. He's super athletic, knows what he's doing, and just a super hardworking guy. So we're really expecting him to play a lot of snaps this year.
What does that say about a guy who comes in as a walk-on and is doing the things that he's doing?
Yeah, I mean, it just is a testament to his character and all the work he's put in, you know, and how far he's come. So I don't think anyone deserves it more than him.
You also had great numbers last year, but what's the next step for you two to be, you know, one of the best tandems in the league and kind of, you know, make that next jump?
Yeah, I think it's that next level kind of mastery of offensive tendencies and our own defense as well. I mean, if we know all our own issues, we're going to be able to predict what the offense is going to do and just play that much faster.
Those turnovers that you mentioned in the scrimmage, do you remember like who got them or how they were created?
I mean, I'm going to keep that to keep that in-house, but yeah, let's say guys are making plays, yeah.
Nick, what about you? Where have you seen your game grow the most over the past year?
Yeah, I think mentally just not letting mistakes get to me is one of the biggest things that I've been working on. Is when I was a younger player, if I'd mess up, I'd be so upset at myself, I'd kind of let it grow on me, whereas last year and now doesn't really affect me as much. Like, obviously mistakes are going to happen and I'm going to be very upset, but you got to kind of hit that reset button and just move on to the next play. Then I'm really working on just continuing to improve on my tackling, get my near foot up always, just build good habits.
On the piece of not being so hard on yourself, who has maybe helped you learn how to, I guess, master the mental aspect of it?
Yeah, I'd say Dr. Haskell for sure. Meeting with her, and we've been having these these trainings and stuff like that where you kind of go through strategies on how to hit the reset button, I guess, and move on to the next play.
Nick, what's your relationship with Simon like? You guys just always seem like you have so much fun out there.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of talk about what that's like.
Yeah, I mean, I've been boys with Luke really since he's came in here, and I've lived with him for the last 3 years probably. I think 3 years. So, I mean, that's like my brother, you know what I mean? We're both super, super close, and I think we really feed off each other's energy and what we each do well. So it's just been really fun playing with him.